So, my question is, what do you have to say about I Amara? His busyness and his teeth. What is this? Please, somebody tell me. What happened in that picture that Rocio took at I Amara at the party? They're dancing, and I can't. Please, somebody tell me. Is that his teeth? I mean, when I look at him, like in other places, I notice yes, his teeth is like different, But that picture was really, really strange, So so I am very worried about this fellow. Sometimes I wonder, does he look okay? Some people are concerned that he's lost weight, you know. He is super busy, but I guess, with his age, it's great to be busy and to be wanted. Yeah, that's the thing with I Amara. He is very much wanted. That I guess that's like a high that you get, when so many people want your help and he's there. So maybe I'm just like looking at a picture and worried for nothing, because you know how sometimes you see somebody in a picture and you're like, okay, this person needs some rest. He's not well, but then again, maybe it's okay with him. What do you guys think? Do you think I Amara needs a rest? I see D sometimes wears this in Jamaica, she's wearing a t-shirt once in a while that says take a break. Is she sending a message to her brother to take a break? All right. Or is it okay with I Amara? It is okay to be so busy, so wanted, where, it is a wonderful feeling to be wanted. It's like in my jobs, I have this new job that makes me feel so awesome. Well, it's not a new job. I've had this job now for over a year. And the wonderful thing about the job is that, the idea of being wanted in a place, where they just need your help. And like, it's almost like you have to be able to do this. And we're all in the same boat, of course, all of us who work in this position. But, I find it to be just like awe. I used to think that, like nursing, particularly nursing, I'm not a nurse, okay? But I used to think that nursing is like, it seemed to be like this thing in my family, okay, my immediate family, where whoever my mother is helping, as long as they have like a uniform, all of a sudden, everything turns into blessing for them. I was like, this is a nursing point. Why is it that even me, I remember when I was in high school, it was just weird. When I was in high school, my mother's friend called me and told me that she had a position for me because people kept on calling her because she was like, she worked independently and she owned a group home. So she had her own business in healthcare and things like that. So somebody called her and they were in desperate need for care for their parents or their relative. And so she told me to call these people, and I called these people, and that started my little business where I was caring for people. And it was like, during that time when I started this little business, because I wasn't my own, I was like my own boss, and everything was just turned into like pure gold for me. Every turn turned into blessing for me. And this is the thing that I'm discovering now. Yes, I'm not a nurse, and I didn't go into nursing for so many reasons, including that. That's a weird kind of luck, like, or just because you are in there, it's like all kinds of aspects. You get friends, you get all kinds of things, So anyway, so I ended up studying, after being in education for so long, I ended up, finishing the medical lab, and as soon as I went into this profession, this was like a normal profession when I was studying, or even before I started studying it, because I was supposed to be a medical laboratory scientist since immediately after I came out of high school. But I was in the military, and that was supposed to be my career in the military. I was a medic, and medical lab was what I had selected. But I ended up not staying in the military and therefore never pursuing that. So anyway, I was in education, and after I finished the medical lab, going back into what I initially wanted, going back and becoming a laboratory scientist. And interestingly enough, I am working, for the vets now, So I just discovered yeah, it's like all doors open for me. So I didn't have to be a nurse. It was like just the idea of being within the medical profession. So many blessings. And it's like where I never had options in my life. Right now, options are coming. Everybody wants you, so you feel wanted. And I realize this is what it is for I Amara and his YouTube. It's almost like I think he discovered this recently because while he was blowing up and everything, but I think it is through his last travel worldwide and what he encountered in the United States and us being so successful by reacting towards him, he realized, you know what, I can make this work for me. Instead of being miserable, let me all of a sudden, so this time, because when he went to Iammarwa, say last time, it wasn't about that much helping people. It was with his family mostly. Maybe you help one or two people there. But right now, it's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball game. I Amara has created a church of people who he is helping. I mean, that's like an entire institution, an entire university for YouTube that I Amara has created for himself, where all of Kenya, including other parts of the world, are coming at his feet, begging for his help, and everybody is saying thank you. And by the way, I also need to say thank you, I Amara, because when I started doing reactions with I Amara, I was at 563, I believe, subscribers, and I got that by accident. As I said, my first 480 subscribers was an accident. I did not expect it. My YouTube channel was actually a storage place for me, and then whatever. But because I was traveling to my country, that attracted a lot of people. I guess the subject matter that I also was talking about in the videos attracted people. So two of those videos, they got 50,000 viewers, and that's how my 483 subscribers came. And I guess last year, after YouTube kept writing me all the time, sending me messages, I started building the channel. So since it was at 483, I decided, let me try to get this channel to 500. And strangely enough, it got to 500. And I also had my students who keep doing research on me also. This one student came last year and was like, oh, we're going to get this lady to 500 subscribers. No, 1,000. This kid's goal was to get me to 1,000. But I was like, this kid has no right, researching me and going to my YouTube channel. That's my business, and I choose to put it public. Let me have my peace. Let me have my freedom of speech. But I do remember the kid kept on saying that all the time, and I started putting out videos because I was like, let me try to get this to 500. And last year I did get it to 500. So that was a wonderful feeling. Around this time, around November last year, I got my 500. And then earlier this year, okay, around March, okay, that's when I decided I'm gonna start doing these because I found Mara to be an excellent avenue to speak. I was able to talk through Mara because people were actually watching me. It wasn't just like people subscribing out of God knows what, but people were watching me. And people were responding. Some were for Mara, some were against Mara, some of the things he does and some of the things I say, vice versa. So it was really awesome that people were actually communicating with me. And this is when I really got into doing videos. So, and I got it to 1,000 this year, from all right, so from my 563 that I started at the time I started, I'm at over 1,000 now. So thank you, I Amara. I Amara, thank you so much. Just like that guy was saying, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. And I know as time goes by, I Amara is realizing the importance of what he is doing for people in Africa and within the African diaspora. Even though I Amara is still European based, but I really love the way the Kenyans are making him realize the importance of his influence in the Kenyan diaspora. My time is almost up. So he has become more powerful than Wodamaya. It's not the numbers, it is the power that he has on the people he influences. He is more powerful. You guys try to do videos on Wodamaya. See if you get the kind of reactions and responses that you get with I Amara. And this is what makes I Amara powerful. And between he and the sister, they've already established their million. So he is more powerful than Wodamaya. in that sense, whether or not we agree with what he's doing, which I don't agree with half of what he's doing, but he is more powerful. Thank you, I Amara.